Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We are here in the city of Torrance for a special vlog for you today.
Yes,
How does a bakery tour sound?
yes. We're in Torrance. If you don't know where Torrance is, we're about 10 miles south of LAX. We are here at Pinwheel. Pinwheel specializes in French pastries. We've been here a few times. We can really say that their pastries are amazing.
They are.
Yes.
They
So
are.
we're going to go try some out, show you what they have. And this is going to be a delicious tour, baby.
It is.
Yeah.
It's, bakeries, pastries.
Yes.
We're all about that.
Yes.
Let's go check it out.
They have everything here from fresh pastries, they have sweet, they have savories, and they also do serve breakfast here as well.
Oh, let's check some of this stuff out. Oh, wow, look at this. Here we have some fresh baked bread, rye loaves, and they bake everything on site over here. Now, how good does that look? Look at that. They have some palmier, some cranberry loaves, almond croissants, turnovers, apricot Danish, pistachio croissant. There's just a lot of good stuff over here,
Yeah, there is. I love all of their fruit Danishes. Those are my favorites. Look at this is a different chocolate almond croissant that I've
this
ever
one here?
seen.
Yeah,
like
it is.
Toasted almonds on top. And of course their Queen Amman, which is one of my favorites here. And all of these tarts.
Oh, wow.
And then they
Yeah.
also have the savory side. They have bacon cheddar scone, ham and cheese croissant, spinach and ricotta.
You could get even the whole tart right here.
They have a chicken pesto turnover, ratatouille chorizo turnover. Well, that sounds delicious.
Wow,
That sounds interesting.
it does. And some more refrigerated item ones here. Some gluten-free and vegan options here as well. Oh, look at that. Did you see that? They have a rum baba.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna look and see what we're gonna get. We haven't decided yet. We got quite a selection here. They look all amazing. We're gonna definitely taste them all and then carry the rest home for later. We got the apricot Danish. Looks like 2 eggs,
It does.
isn't it?
Yeah.
The strawberry Danish. The chocolate almond croissant. It has chocolate on top and chocolate on the inside, which we'll show you. The Queen Amman. It's one of my favorites. Butter and butter and butter. We have the lemon meringue tart. The apple tart. The raspberry vanilla tart. And this one's called a rum baba.
Yeah, now, honestly, we haven't tried like half of these things.
No, we have. Actually, I've tried a few of these here. A few of them are new to us. But we know this bakery does excellent work. And so we are kind of feeling that it's going to be all excellent. We're going to go ahead and start trying these out. I'm going to first try out this lemon meringue tart right here. It is very fragile. And so I'm going to use my fork in here. You can see how it's made in there. You can see the lemon, the meringue, beautifully done on top. You can see how fragile this crust is. This crust is. Great taste of that lemon. You can taste there's also some lemon zest in there. The meringue is just a little bit sweet. That crust is butter, and it just falls apart in your mouth. This is a must, which I'm thinking all of these are kind of must gets when you're here.
Here we have the chocolate almond croissant. Look at this. Just as I'm picking it up, you could just feel the layers and the crispiness of it. I'm just gonna go in for a bite. Typically I try to tear it in half for you guys, but I'm just gonna bite into it and just see what happens from there. Here we go. Delicious. Just as you bite into it, you could taste all the flakiness of the layers. And check that out. There's like chocolate and almond paste inside. So that gives it that extra flavor in here. And of course, the chocolate itself is more of a darker chocolate. So it's not really that sweet. It's like a semi-sweet. And the shaved toasted almonds is always a nice little crunch on it. So yeah, this is a great chocolate croissant right here.
So this is a full service breakfast and lunch. They have quiches, they have sandwiches, they have your full French breakfast in the morning, and they also are known for their French onion soup here. So now, but we're gonna only try their pastries. So look at this. This is their Queen Amman. You can see it glistened. It's the bottom. I can feel the flakiness of this. Again, I'm not gonna try to break through it because I can feel how flaky and how like crumbly it's gonna be. I'm just gonna take a bite. Butter, sweet, delicious. This a Queen Amman, I would say it's more like a bit thicker of a croissant that's covered in delicious sweetness. You can see how flaky it is. What I like is that it's very nice and soft in the middle, and all of this is that really good crunch. And it gives it that right amount of sweetness that you need with your croissant. Butter and sweet. How can you go wrong?
Apricot Danish. Now look at this. Looks like a couple sunny side duck eggs on here, but it's not. It is apricot, fresh apricot. And you can see the sugar crystals that are on top over here. So you know it's going to give it that nice little crunch bite as soon as you go into this thing with full teeth on this one. Here we go.
You just took that bite and made my mouth water, baby.
So far, this is my favorite. This is just short of amazing. And no, I'm not just kind of talking it up. It has a perfect amount of sweet glaze on here. That apricot is nice, naturally sweet. And yeah, the little sugar crystals along with the flaky pastry, everything just works together on this pastry. Yeah, if you're an apricot fan, don't miss out on this one. You're gonna love it. Wow.
This looks just short of amazing right here. This is the strawberry Danish. I'm gonna try these little white things on top. Sugar
Well,
crystals.
the strawberries are starting to slide off a little bit.
Uh-oh. Enough talking. Fresh strawberries. I like that the strawberries are on a little bit of the tart side because the sweetness really comes from these little sugar crystals. So it's the right amount of sweetness. You're not hitting sweet on sweet on sweet. And as you can tell, this is fresh. I even got strawberry juice in here.
Oh yeah.
Fresh strawberry Danish. Wow.
I think strawberries are in season right now.
They're in season right now.
Uh-huh.
So other than looking beautiful, it just tastes amazing. My strawberries are falling off. Winner.
Do I have to say anything about this? Look at this. Sliced apples on this Danish right here. Nice little glaze. Of course, you can see, again, everything has layers here. That seems to be like the common denominator of all of these pastries here, because everything is in layers, butter layers. All right, let's try this out.
Look at that smile.
The apricot one was my favorite so far. I have to switch to the apple now. Yeah. This is the perfect amount of sweetness. And I know it seems to be the same thing we're saying, but on the typical apple filling, like an apple pie filling, like a Hostess, for example, or even a Hubig's pie, it's really sweet. It just has that nice apple glaze, and that's what you expect out of those pies. But don't expect that flavor in these type of pastries here. These are like next level pastries. They have a more of a fresh taste to these versus processed. And again, these pastries, because they're so buttery and flaky, it just complements all of these fresh apples that are sliced on top over here. And on top of the, I mean, just right below where the sliced apples are, is almost like apple sauce. That's for lack of better words. So it's like apple sauce and fresh apples on top with a nice glaze within a flaky pastry. So combine all that in one bite, and yeah,
You get this.
you get this. This is delicious. Yeah, it's my favorite so far.
You don't know how hard it is not to finish these pastries. We're going to take them home.
It's
We're
boxed
probably
up.
going to share with the family because we're going to 2 other spots. Share with the family. But those pastries are so delicious. You just want to finish one. But we can't. It is our struggle. This is going to be the raspberry vanilla tart. This just looks beautiful. Leave the vanillas here and on the bottom with a little bit of dusting of powdered sugar on top. You can see the raspberry are fresh. Let me go ahead and get this piece right here. Oh, you can hear that crunch of that crust. Same crust as they had for the lemon meringue one. Let's go ahead
Yeah,
and
these are
lift this
so
up.
delicate. It's hard to
It is.
pick up
Yeah.
with your hands.
That looks good. A little bit of everything. Plus, this crust is just out of this world. The first thing that comes through is that freshness of that raspberry. Then you taste the crunchiness of that butter crust. And then the inside, the vanilla, it's a very light vanilla taste. Let's go ahead, try this whipped cream. Oh yeah, freshly done whipped cream. Delicious, delicious desserts. I can't say this is my favorite because I think all of them are my favorites. So I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
This is so good. And I can't finish it. We gotta move on, babe. You do your last one, baby.
We are down to the last pastry here. Now, check this out. This is called rum baba. So I was thinking like alcohol rum. So I'm not sure if there's alcohol rum in here, because as you can see in the tray, it is a little bit liquidy on the bottom. It was in the refrigerated section, so it is served cold. And you know, one thing I want to point out is all of these pastries, they really pay attention to the detail on the way it's looking, like the design, the pastry design of it. And it really brings me back to when we went to Paris, to a lot of those bakeries over there, where everything is just beautifully laid out in the cases. And that's what brings me back to this. So you can see that they carry that over here at Pinwheel. So let's try this out. It kind of just looks like, visually, like pineapple upside down cake. It has that same kind of color to it. See, look at that. Let's try this out. It is not alcohol rum.
Oh, the
Whoa.
strawberry. Sorry.
That was a slider right there. Yeah, it is no taste of rum alcohol at all. It tastes very like granular, almost like a cornbread type of
Texture.
yeah, with the texture on that. It's a little bit of the vanilla sweet cream, on top. And I think of all the pastries so far, this is the sweetest. Because there might be that liquid kind of glaze in it. Yeah. Definitely the sweetest among all of them. With the cup of coffee, matches perfectly. This is very good also. Pinwheel is an amazing place.
Oh my gosh. If this, I mean, this is all local to us. I would probably gain like 50 pounds if we always came here, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, because
yes.
everything is so amazing. You can taste the love that's in these pastries, and they really do pay attention to detail.
Right, they do.
So not only are they tasting good, they look beautiful.
Yes. Now, this is a one location only place.
Right.
It is kind of a hidden treasure.
It is. It is.
So now we are off to bakery number 2.
Yes.
We are here at our second bakery location.
This is the most popular in Torrance. You know where we are because we visit this place always for their restaurant.
Yes, which is King's Hawaii Bakery and Restaurant.
Now we're going to highlight some of the things that they specialize here, which we know. We've tried some before, but we're going to try maybe some of the other things that we normally don't get.
Yes. Now, we're not going to get any food this time, but the oxtail soup here is one of our favorites.
And you know how tempted we are to eat lunch here. We can't. We got to resist.
This is a bakery tour.
Because the food is so good.
It is.
But it is a bakery tour.
Yes, it
We're
is.
not going to deviate from it. We're going to be good.
Yes. Let's go inside. As you're walking in, it really gives you the Hawaii vibes.
It does.
Over here.
And during the during the weekday, it's usually not that bad. But on the weekends, they need these chairs out here.
Oh, yeah.
Be sure, reservations are now recommended. So be sure to do your reservation if you're planning to come here.
Yes. Right when you walk in from the door, check out all of the baked goods. Now, those not familiar with King's Hawaiian, I know you've seen these before. I know you've seen that label. The Hawaiian sweetbread rolls are just amazing. Perfect for dinner, Thanksgiving. Even make spam and egg sandwiches with. Yeah, these are great. So they have all different types of bakery items.
And then who remembers these in the tin?
Oh, yeah. These round ones right here. They still sell these right here. They used to sell these in the supermarkets, but now they're coming hard to find. And they also have hamburger buns. They got the butter pound cakes. Of course, some cinnamon bread. And this is fun. They have the rainbow bread. And they're all sliced up for you. And something new, coconut macadamia nut bread.
Oh, they're switching it up.
Yeah, check out all of these cookies. All different kinds. And of course, they have the Danishes that are pre-done over here. They're all $10 each, like the apple Danish, the macadamia nut crunch, macadamia nut ones, apple cheese. And they also have slider buns up here.
And pull apart down there.
Oh, these are one of my favorites right here. This is almost like a cinnamon bread. And they're almost like a monkey bread, they call it. Where you could pull it apart. The hot ticket here is to put the pieces in a frying pan with some butter and crisp it up a little bit.
Wow.
Yes.
And where can you find pineapple coffee cake? You can't find that very often at all.
We're going to start from one side, or one end of the baked items over here. We're going to start out with all of these chocolate croissants, butterfly dip. Of course, they got the buttercream. Look at this. Didn't these get bigger?
Yeah, they're humongous.
These look a lot bigger than what I remember. Of course, you have the wide assortment of mochi donuts up on the top shelves. Of course, your Danishes, your turnovers, bear claws, coconut puffs, which is kind of unique to almost any bakery. Tropical turnover. More mochi donuts. So they have a wide variety of flavors of mochi donuts. And again, those not familiar with mochi donuts, they are made with mochi, which is like a sticky rice. So they're a lot more chewier than a regular donut. Here's your cinnamon rolls, your apple fritters. And here we have some plain malasadas, which is the Hawaiian donut, with just granulated sugar on top. We have some Havana squares, custard-filled malasadas, and dobosh filled. So they have different types of filled malasadas here.
What's dobosh? You want to look it up?
Dobosh, I believe it's almost like a chocolate pudding, but go ahead and
I'm gonna look it up.
double
really
check me
quick,
because you know everyone's gonna fact check this.
Yeah.
And so while
Okay.
she's looking it up, we have a volcano guava. Almost looks like a muffin, but it's almost like a croissant type in a muffin tin. And we have a hapia filled, and that's like a coconut cream.
Mm-hmm.
What's
It is a layered chocolate cake with a chocolate pudding filling.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. There you go.
There we go.
AI.
Okay. Now we have the more traditional type of donuts over here, some brownies. And look at this, pineapple upside down cake. It's always a favorite of ours. And then we have some whole cakes here, some dobosh.
Really quick crunch.
Oh yeah,
That looks really good. And they do slices.
yes I do. Now a lot of these cakes, they are available in slices. You just have to ask.
Paradise bunt, orange chiffon bun.
Now what's good about these is almost like a sponge cake.
Yeah.
It's not your regular type of cake.
And you can get these bun cakes and then add your own type of fillings or toppings or anything like that. Apple pie. And this is where it comes to what they're known for. Banana macberry pie. Chocolate banana pie. And they do have macadamia nuts on top of that. They have chocolate halpia pie. This is what they're known as well. Paradise Delight. Difference between Paradise Cake and Paradise Delight. The Delight has fruit on top.
Yes. And again, a lot of your individual slices are available.
We have a fruit tart. What I like about these is they have Paradise cupcakes. To me, that tastes exactly like the cake. And you can see the different layers in that cupcake. I've only seen here the banana supreme. Have you seen them anywhere else, maybe?
No, I haven't. I think this is maybe a King's creation
Yeah.
over here. And it's like a banana with some macadamia nuts, some cream on some kind of pastry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. We've had that before.
Then they have a Wonder Hawaiian cake, tiramisu, and again they have all these slices. The tiramisu. They also have custard-filled cream puffs, guava-filled cream puffs. They have a little bit of everything in here. So we're gonna go get a few slices of pie and maybe a few donuts. Look at this assortment. It is just a sight to see. This is the Tres Leches pineapple. Tres Leches pineapple cake. A dream cake. Their famous paradise cake. This is a Lilikoi crunch cake. This is the ube mochi donut, the matcha mochi donut, the yuzu, which is a citrus lemon mochi donut, and a dobosh mochi donut, and of course their macberry pie. Now all of these are really, you can get them here. You can maybe find little small spots you can get them, but you can definitely know when you come into King's you can get all of these here. They're really known for their paradise pie and their macberry pie, macadamia nuts, strawberries, chocolate. This is delicious. Macberry pie. So you have your strawberry, you have your chocolate, you have your macadamia nuts, and it's with this custard right here. A little bit of everything.
They do sell all of these pies and cakes a whole as well. So if you're going to a party, you can just get the whole thing.
Oh yeah. That is a dark chocolate they put on those strawberries. Nice cream filling. They also have bananas in here. That was a banana. So let's get another piece out.
So it's like a banana,
There's the
banana
banana.
cream pie with the strawberries.
Yeah. Banana cream pie with strawberries, dark chocolate on top, and of course, your macadamia nut. Really nothing like it that I've had anywhere else. This is something that is worth trying.
We're seated outside. That's why you hear a lot of road noise here, because there's a lot of street. This is one of the main streets over here. So there's only a few little tables outside. Most of it is all indoor dining. Now here we have the Lilikoi Crunch Cake. Now Lilikoi is like a passion fruit, so you can kind of see it's like a jam, like a passion fruit jam in there. Of course, with a little bit of crumbles on top. And I do see a little macadamia nuts. So let's try this out.
I believe it said this one also had walnuts.
Okay, this has walnuts then. So you can see that there's 3 layers of cake along with a couple layers of the Lilikoi jam or spread. Let's try it out. This is a sweeter side cake. Now Lilikoi usually is a little bit more on the tart side, but on this jam, it is a little bit more sweet. The cake, of course, is nice and moist. The walnuts, a little bit of walnuts on it, so you're not getting a whole bunch of nut crunch from it. But this is it's pretty good cake, but just expect it to be a little bit on the sweeter side.
Tres leches pineapple. I haven't seen it anywhere. You can see the pineapple on top, tres leches on the bottom. Every layer you can see it's nice and moist. Just by looking at it, you can tell it's moist, even before tasting it. Let's go ahead and get a piece here. Has layers of some sort of jam in the middle, and then it has that cake. You can see the creaminess of it. I don't even know why I even chewed it. I just can have it sit on my tongue and let it dissolve. This is so creamy. I love the taste of the pineapple. It really comes through, and coconut really comes through. This is a delicious cake. When I first tried tres leches, I've tried it before and it was okay, but when you have it with the pineapple, it is amazing. This is a cake that you would want with coffee. It's not on the sweet side, but it's sweet enough. Yeah. This is
the filling that's in between the cakes, is that like a pineapple type of jam?
It's pineapple.
Okay, yeah.
I just took off a filling here. Or a filling here. That's why that pineapple taste comes out through and through. Wow. Amazing.
And I do like the nice fresh fruits that they put on top as well.
It's very good.
What is that, like a kiwi?
And it has,
pineapple?
Looks like a kiwi, pineapple, strawberry, grape, and blueberry.
Okay. We're down to the couple cakes that are left. This is one of my favorites to get over here at King's. It's called the Chocolate Dream Cake. Check out the finely shaved chocolate that's on top along the backside. It is such a spongy type of chocolate cake with fresh whipped cream in the middle. Very light tasting. I could tell you all about it without even trying it right now because, like I mentioned, it's one of my favorites over here. But let's go in for a nice bite. There we go right there. Look at that.
It's consistent.
It is consistently delicious. Chocolate lovers unite on this one. And what's great is not a chocolate overload because the fresh whipped cream kind of breaks things up. But the chocolate on top is like a semi-sweet, darker chocolate, the shavings. Sponginess of that chocolate cake isn't overpowering. This is a great combination. Again, chocolate lovers, you definitely have to try out this dream cake. It's one of my favorites.
This is by far their #1 seller here. This is, if you come to any of the buffets, this is what they'll have in the dessert section of that buffet line. This is their paradise cake. They have the Paradise Delight that has the fruit on it, or their Paradise cake that doesn't have the fruit. This is guava, passion fruit, lime. This is absolutely amazing. Again, their #1 seller. When you come to King's, this is the one you have to get. We're gonna go ahead. They have also some of that really nice glaze on top. We have the passion fruit and the lime glaze. Beautiful layers of whipped cream right in between each and every slice of this cake. You can see the sponginess of this cake. Let's go ahead and try it out. Very light. You can taste the flavors. The cake is so light. You can be just talk story with your friends and family while eating this cake, and you look down and it's already gone. That's how light this cake is. You can taste the guava, you can taste the passion fruit, and you can taste that lime flavor. I don't know of a layered cake like this that you can taste every single flavor in the cake. Highly recommended, most popular. This is the one that you want when you come here to King's.
Now, I believe the cupcake version just has the 3 flavors kind of together.
It does, but it tastes the same because I've gotten the cupcake version before, and it tastes just like this, minus all of that whipped cream in the middle. So if you're a whipped cream person, you want to get the slice of cake. If you just want a little bit of whipped cream, you can get the cupcake.
We are down to the mochi donuts now. This is the ube. It's like the purple yam, like the Asian kind. Again, mochi donuts that are not, for you that are not familiar with it, it is made with almost like a rice flour, and it's a little bit chewier than your traditional donut. It's going for a bite. Surprisingly, that ube flavor really comes through. You could taste that sweet potato yam type of flavor. I'm very impressed with that. And a nice chew on this donut. But it's all about the type of frosting flavoring that they have. And ube, they hit it out of the park with this one. It's delicious.
Matcha donut, as impressive as that ube one. Again, you see on the bottom, they're done. And usually when you get a mochi donut, you see the circles. I don't know why all mochi donuts are done in like these little balls, huh? We've seen them so many mochi donuts kind of all over the place, and they've always kind of looked the same. Let's try this one out. Delicious. That matcha flavor really comes out. This does remind me, if you're a big fan of mochi, they do have that mochi chew. And for the donut portion, you know how normally like a glazed donut bounces back? This one does not bounce back. It has that great chew to it. So you know, for some people, they don't like that mochi texture. This one could be the one for you because it's not as sticky as that mochi texture, which is that rice flour. This is delicious. These donuts, you can tell that they're fried. These are very good. If you haven't tried one before, I recommend getting it here. It's delicious.
Before I test this yuzu one out, just want to let you know that if you're enjoying the content that we're doing, our traveling, our food reviews, please subscribe. It really helps out our channel. Now this yuzu, we tried to pick out the donuts that are kind of unique to King's, not available in other places that offer these type of mochi donuts. Let's try it out. Interesting. The yuzu flavor on this is kind of limey. It tastes like lemon lime. And not too much tartness, but of course for a donut, you want it a little bit on the sweeter side. So it just has that nice lime flavor to it. Yeah, this is good.
This is the dough bosh. This is like the layered chocolate chip cake with chocolate pudding. Of course, they have this in a cake form too. This looks so good. I've never tried it in a donut before. Let's try this out. if you're a chocolate fan that likes that chocolate cake, but sometimes it's just too rich or too sweet, this is the one for you. The donut really breaks up the sweetness of the chocolate, but you can taste the pudding and you can taste the chocolate here. So this is a good one if you just want that little hint of chocolate, and it's nice and chewy, which gives it that really good, like, oh my gosh, this is gonna get me full type of feel. This is good.
Yes, and what we find out is every single cake, pie, and pastry here, it's aloha in every bite.
It is an aloha. Taste of an aloha in
I
every
actually
bite.
saw that sign.
Yeah,
outside.
we just saw a truck pass by, a King's Hawaiian truck, and of course, I had the picture of the paradise on there.
And it said aloha in every bite.
Ah, good one, babe.
One more place to go.
Yes. This here at King's Hawaiian, it is delicious. I love how all the pastries are unique to this location.
They are.
Yes.
They are. Because everything is baked in-house over here.
It is. Mm-hmm.
And you could just taste the difference.
Yeah, you can. And if you're traveling from out of the state and you're going to be here in the Torrance area, you'd want to visit this because there's really only kind of the one restaurant bakery location. They do have an express location that's local place.
Right.
You can still get some of the same foods and some of the same pastries, but not everything.
Yeah.
So they do have, like, I guess you can call it 1.5 locations.
That's right.
baby?
Yeah, yeah. The other one's a lot more quick service.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it is.
Okay, well, now we are off to our third and final location. We made it to our third and final bakery. We're here in downtown Old Torrance at Torrance Bakery.
This place is ginormous. It has a bakery. They also specialize in wedding cakes and custom cakes, and they have a little small cafe.
Right. Yeah. Now I haven't been inside here. I've had some of their products in the past. The first time I'm visiting the location.
Oh, okay. They have 2 locations. There's one here, this is the first one and the oldest one for this bakery. And then they have one in Gardena, which is I think a little bit newer maybe. But we're going to try this one here. Everything looks delicious. I'm even hungry for actually food. I don't think we're going to get a bite to eat.
Yeah.
But I'm just ready to go look inside.
Yeah. Now this is established in 1984. So they knew a thing or two about baking goods.
It's an 84 or 86?
Yeah, no, 84.
Oh, it's an 84?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, I think they know what they're doing.
Yeah. So Torrance Bakery has 3 different entrances. Right behind me is going to be the cafe. Right here is the wedding and custom cakes, and then they have a separate entrance for the bakery.
Right. Okay, let's check out the cafe, the sandwich shop.
Let's go check it out.
Okay. So it seems to have a lot of grab-and-go salads here. Look at the egg salad, tuna scoop. That's pretty good right there.
It does.
Cobb, chef salad.
These are definitely shareable.
Oh yeah.
And regular like green salads, potato salads, and fruit salad.
They do have daily soup specials.
They do.
And it's Italian wedding soup today.
Today's Italian wedding soup
Yeah.
and a half a sandwich for $10.35.
So
Not
check
bad.
out this menu over here. Lots of stuff going on. You know, it does look really good, and the prices don't look
Are
bad
not
at all.
that bad.
Right? Yeah. Plus, they have different kind of breads. Yeah, but we are not here for the sandwiches today,
Unfortunately.
so we'll check out the wedding cake store
Yeah.
now. Here's the wedding cake entrance.
Look at the kind they can make for you.
Oh yeah,
All
custom.
different kind.
Let's check it out. Oh wow. Look at this. They also do custom cupcakes.
No.
We're
no,
just
we're
looking
gonna
around.
look around. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
So they also have these graduation ordering, cake ordering, some cookies. Check these out. Wow, some kind of fancy ones, huh? Yeah. So
Those are pretty cool.
if you're in Torrance and you're getting married, this is a good option for
Yes.
a custom designed wedding cake. So here's our main bakery entrance. Let's go check it out. Oh yeah. Now, right away, it smells like a donut shop.
Oh my gosh,
right?
it does. And look
Yeah.
at their spread.
Yeah.
It's
Let's,
gonna be hard to pick.
Let's just start over here. Here we have a wide variety of cookies. And look at that. They got peanut butter. One of my favorites.
Oh, cool.
And some macaroons. All different kinds. Snickerdoodle. Oatmeal raisins. Here we have cupcakes. Mini eclairs.
Those look interesting, those tall ones.
Yeah, it looks like a square cake,
Yeah.
right? Of course, they got the whole cakes at the bottom.
And that's a sample of what their cake looks like.
These are different, right? Look at these
Yeah.
chocolate whipped cream cake slice.
With the gourmet
The,
strawberry cream
petit
puff,
fours.
petit fours,
Oh, look at that cheesecake
Cheesecake.
slice right there.
right
Wow.
below it.
That almost looks like a tres leches, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
And it has a yellow buttercream.
And this one looks like, what is that one called? The German chocolate?
German chocolate cake.
Yeah, right here. And now your pastries and danishes, some donuts. And of course, this is one of my favorites. It's like a regular twist, glazed. They also have the fruit danishes, apple turnovers. Hey, look at those cinnamon rolls.
roll.
Yeah.
Crumb.
Like perfect squares.
Yeah. And then they have the crumb donut holes. You don't see crumb donut holes that often.
Right. Chocolate bar, blueberry donut, and your typical ones that you see at most donut shops.
Introductions are necessary here. Right here we have the cherry turnover, cinnamon roll with raisins. We had to get a peanut butter cookie.
My choice. Yep.
Glazed donut. It looks much different than any other glazed donut. Bear claw. Look at all those nuts on that bear claw. That looks crazy. And our desserts, we have a carrot cake, a cheesecake, and a lemon bar. So we asked inside which ones are the most popular, and they said we've picked the most popular ones.
With the exception of the lemon bar, which was a recommendation.
Her personal favorite.
Yeah.
So let's see, where should I start? Should I start with the peanut butter cookie? I'm not going to. Let me go ahead and start with this glazed donut. Again, this glazed donut is different than any other glazed donut I've seen.
Well, it is a lot puffier, I
Yes.
guess, a lot more thick.
And these are made in-house.
Everything.
Everything here
yeah.
is made in-house. Let's try this one out.
Yeah. So we wanted to get some, I guess, more traditional donut stuff, just to taste test.
Good glazed donut, nice and puffy. This is a regular donut. Nothing fancy. If you're in the mood or you just want a plain glazed donut, this is it right here. It's good, nice and fluffy.
Peanut butter cookie. Now you saw all the different kind of cookies they had over there. But, when I saw peanut, of course, I got to try it out. Smells
You can
wonderful.
smell it.
Oh, yeah. What I like about this one is it nice and thin, a little bit crispy on the outer edge, really soft in the middle. Great peanut butter flavor. I don't know if there's actual peanut pieces in here. It tastes like it does. It tastes very peanutty, which is a good thing for a peanut butter cookie. But yeah, this is very good. I believe they're running some special. If you buy like 5 cookies, you get 1 for free. But we just got the 1. Yeah, I like it. Good peanut butter cookie.
Cherry turnover. I love turnovers. Cherries, I usually just like regular cherries, not in a turnover, but it was calling my name. I had to try it. You can see all that filling in there, and the filling goes to the edge, so you can tell it's not just in the center. Go ahead and take a bite.
Now, usually we would get like an apple turnover, but since we had apple earlier, we just wanted to get something different.
This is a delicious cherry turnover. I'm used to cherries being really tart. And these cherries are not tart at all. This has flaky crust, has the sugar crystals right on top. Wow, this is really good. I'm not a big, usually cherry turnover fan, but I'd come back and get this. This is excellent.
You know us and cinnamon rolls. Every time we go to like a breakfast place, if they offer cinnamon rolls, you know we're gonna get it. And of course, this one here, it's like perfectly square. It's peel off a section right here. You can see some nice cinnamon and sugar.
Raisins.
You know, I really don't see any raisins unless they're tucked away. Oh, there's one right there. There we go. Let's try this one out. When I first looked at it and picked it up, I didn't think it was going to be anything special. It just kind of looked like a regular cinnamon roll. But this is delicious. Wow. It is way tastier, way softer, and way more cinnamon flavor than Crockett's 1865, if you remember that one. But yeah, this is great. This is delicious. I could just imagine it being warmed up in the oven a little bit until the glaze starts melting with that cinnamon. Yeah. But even at room temperature, delicious.
This is their bear claw. Look at all those almonds on there with that glaze, nicely baked. You can see there's a filling in here. Let's try this out. I'm going to break that open.
Now, typically the bear claws I've seen are like
Fatter.
thicker.
They're fatter. So let's try this one out. This bear claw is delicious. Very almond forward. I believe it's an almond paste in the inside. It's nice. It's moist. I like that crunchiness of those toasted almonds right on top. Wow. This is a very good bear claw. And I've seen it fatter. This one doesn't need that denseness of the pastry, because those almonds and the almond paste and this pastry has a perfect match. This is good.
I do enjoy a good lemon bar. This has got some weight to it. You can see the bottom is that, it's like that pressed crust that's on there. Nice powdered sugar, lemon filling in the center. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah, I had to push that fork down quite a bit to break through that crust. There we go. Nice lemon color. I do enjoy the crust on this. It is nice and really thick. It's kind of hard to break kind of crust. The lemon filling, I'd say it's a toss in the middle between the sweet and the sourness of the lemon. I wish it was a little bit more tart. That's just the way I like it. But if you like that nice balance, like a 50-50 between the sourness and the sweetness, this would be great. But I just prefer a little bit more tart. But overall, it's a very good lemon bar.
Who doesn't love a really good looking cheesecake? Let's go ahead. Break this on in the middle. Yep, that crust. You heard that crunch? Oh, this is a giant bite.
It is a big one.
Out. You can see it's pretty whipped for the cheesecake portion, and that little bit of whipped cream. Let me go ahead and take a bite. That's a very good whipped cheesecake. You can taste the little bit of sweetness with it, a little bit of whipped cream. It's more on the, again, whipped side than it is on the dense side, because we've had dense cheesecakes before. Delicious. I like that little bit of sweetness, because I think the whipped cream has a little bit of sweetness too. It's a a perfect match. That's a really good. Is it the best one I've ever had? No, it's not the best one I've ever had, but it's a very good cheesecake.
We made it to the end. We're going to end it with a nice carrot cake. Look at that. You could see the little bit of like carrot filling in there. And it's got some other little speckles in the frosting section in the middle. Not really sure what it is.
It looks like a pineapple.
It could be. It's got some like nuts on both sides. So this was a narrow and long cake that they just sliced up. But let's try it out. I'm always up for a good carrot cake. Look at that. All right, here we go. Pretty darn good carrot cake. Now, I'm not used to, it is a little bit of pineapple that's in that frosting middle section. And you said your mom used to make it with pineapple?
With pineapple and walnuts.
Yeah. Now, these nuts that are flanked on each side almost taste like candied nuts because they have a little bit more crunch than a regular nut would. Either that or these nuts are just toasted, really kind of crunchy like. But as far as the carrot cake itself, it's very moist. You do taste the carrot in there. This is very good. And what I also like about it is they don't put a lot of frosting, the cream cheese frosting on the top. It's just a thin layer. So you really taste the cake and that center filling. Overall, very good carrot cake. Well, I think we successfully spiked our glucose levels.
I think we did.
Yeah.
But luckily we didn't finish it. We really took one bite of everything because
We
there's
did.
so many of it. We're going to go back, share it with the family.
We are.
I'm in the mood for something savory. I need some. I think I need our lunch to be a little bit more savory, baby.
Yeah, I think I'm all deserted out, to be honest here.
Yeah, I think we are.
But all three were great. They're
Yes.
delicious. And they're all in the city of Torrance. And they're all treasures, all three.
They are. They are.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can't go wrong with really any of the bakeries here. These bakeries are sometimes a bit pricey, so these are really good treats
Yes.
that you can definitely treat yourself every now and then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Shout outs.
I have shout outs. And Nick and Erica, happy anniversary. Justin graduating from law school. Love mom and dad. Congratulations, Justin. And Mike Solomon, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. All right. Well, thank you all so much for watching and coming along with us on our local bakery tour over here. We had lots of fun.
We did.
And now it gives us an idea that whatever we're in the mood for, we know which of the three bakeries to hit up.
Yes, yes. And I'm glad that all the bakeries have such a variety of items that you can get. I mean, we didn't even cover any of the Mexican bakeries yet or anything like that.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's so many options here. We really enjoyed this one, and I can't wait for the next one.
Wow. Yes. I was like, why am I talking so fast? A little sugar rush.
Sugar.
Okay, well, that wraps it up from Torrance. And until our next adventure, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Blah, 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 blah.
You're so silly, babe.